Hello, my name's Danny, and I work for the Stand 2 project, Derbyshire Alcohol Advice Service, which supports veterans with alcohol issues. Now, my story begins from when I left school at 16. I had to do an apprenticeship first before I could join the services. I'd always wanted to join the services and ended up doing so at 20 years old. I served with Her Majesty's Corps of Royal Engineers for 22 years and 6 days. I saw service in Germany for 13 years. I saw service in Northern Ireland during the Troubles and also in the First Gulf War. Towards the end of my 22 years, I realised that I wasn't going any further, so I started to plan for my eventual departure from the services. So I bought my own house. I got some qualifications in training, level 4 in training development, some D32, 33 NVQ assessor awards, so I thought I was then prepared, ready to come out. However, transition didn't really go that well. I didn't seem to get on well with the civilian part of it, a different work ethos. The camaraderie wasn't there, the trust wasn't there. The first thing that really put me off was I was looking for a job in training, and I was expecting myself to, with the skills and experience I got as being a sergeant major of an EOD squadron in charge or part of the senior management team of 115 soldiers from Bond Disposal Squadron, that I would definitely move into some kind of middle management post straight away. And the first post that I was offered when I went round a couple of train providers in Sheffield to find out what was going off, they asked me if I wanted to dress up as a clown, going around schools collecting tin cans as part of a recycling initiative. And this really set then the tone for a lot of my life then, from being a civilian by title only. So it didn't really compute well to me. So the transition I found very, very difficult and started to use alcohol then as a crutch. This culminated several years later with myself having to go to AA. Had several relapses, several rehabs, home detoxes in hospital, culminating in myself getting in trouble with the police, having 3 attempts at taking my own life, and ended up being diagnosed by a psychiatrist that had got PTSD. And my last relapse, I nearly died through fitting, as I was withdrawing quite severely, and decided then that, I had to get a grip of my life and sort myself out. So as I weren't working at that point in time due to my illness, I started to volunteer for various alcohol charities for quite a few years, a couple of years. So on one occasion, the charity I was volunteering for got an email through from Stand 2 giving a job advertisement out for a veteran alcohol support worker. So they gave it to me, being a veteran, see if I'd be interested. I looked at the job spec, job description, and I thought, that suits me. That'll be fine. So I applied for the job, got it. Now I've been with Stand 2 for 5 years, which is the longest I've ever worked with any civilian company or charity. So it's been really, really good for me in my recovery, but also being able to share my experience with the clients that I deal with, and hopefully help them on their recovery journey as well, which is really beneficial.